Hello and welcome to another edition of UFO Video Addicts. Let me give you a quick preview of what I got coming up in this video. The first is this string of lights that we're seeing in the sky. I mean, the skeptics are saying it's the Starlink satellite system, but there's another one here of a string of lights. But here is actually a 4K video of the Elon Musk Starlink system. So we'll compare, these two videos to this. Also have this video of some mysterious lights over Nashville, Tennessee. Let's see, this was a video that was just recently uploaded. It's a UFO that was captured on the International Space Station. And later on at the end, you see two of them show up. And then, it goes to the blank screen, whatever, the no feed screen. Also have this article here about a warp bubble that they were able to create. Let's see, here's this video of some strange comet-like thing that this guy got. Let's see, this is a video about this strange structure found in the bottom of the Antarctica Sea. They've called it the Eltanin antenna. It's been down there a long time. And, they're saying that it's, some people are saying that it's this sponge here, but you can see it's very, very different. And then last is this article about this potentially hazardous asteroid that's supposed to skim by planet Earth on December 11th. So it's coming up real soon. So anyways, let's go to this first video here. Now, this is from 12 News. Check this out.
First tonight, some breaking news involving a strange sighting in the sky. In this video from Sam, you can see tiny white lights lined up in the sky. This reminds you of the infamous Phoenix lights from back in 1997. There is a better explanation. These lights are likely from Starlink, which is a satellite internet constellation that SpaceX is constructing in outer space. It consists of a bunch of small satellites in low Earth orbit. If you have pictures or video of the lights...
How ridiculous it is. The Starlink system moves. It doesn't just sit in one space. So, it's amazing how people try to rationalize, what they're seeing as something that's not actually what they try to explain it as. Anyways, here's another video of this. It's somewhat similar lights. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure this was very, very recent. Let's see. Yeah, this was just uploaded December 4th. It only has 10 views. Now, here is supposedly a video of the Starlink system. Now, it's listed as Starlink satellites train seen in the sky. December 2021. So this was just recently uploaded also, and this is a 4K video. I'll tell you what, this video actually looks fake to me, but it's supposed to be real. If this is his Starlink satellite system, if people's satellite dishes are supposed to get a signal off of this, what happens when this thing is on the other side of the planet? How are people accessing any information coming off of this if this thing is on the other side of the planet? But anyways, you can see how this thing, the axe doesn't look anything like what this thing here is. I think it disappears. Yeah. Whatever this is, that's not the same. And same thing with this. This thing is just hanging in the sky. It's definitely not moving, and it's definitely not as long as this thing here. But anyways, links to these will be in the description. Let's go to this one here. This is what I found on Reddit. Check this out. Some strange lights. Anyways, that's that. Let's see. Let's go to this one here. Now, this is actually a long video. Again, this was just recently uploaded too. And one thing I want to say about this, if you start with the premise that we aren't alone on the planet, that that these or most of these objects are coming from species that live in our ocean, it starts to explain or just give a better explanation of these things. Again, we still don't completely understand everything, but the idea that they're either coming from other dimensions, or traveling a gazillion miles from other planets. I'm sure we're being visited, but all of these sightings that we have on a daily basis are our neighbors. They're underwater neighbors. I don't see how that's not obvious at this point. Anyways, I don't want to play too much of this guy's video. I want you to go to his channel to check it out. But, in the end, let's see. Just before it ends, let me go back a little more. 2 of them show up. And, you're going to see this thing flying around. But then, after, almost 2 minutes, I guess, NASA finally realizes it, and then they're going to go to this. But anyways, a link to this will be in the description. Yeah, in the middle, you'll see that thing moving around. And what's interesting is if we're filming this, that means this thing is moving at the exact same speed as the International Space Station, which would tell me that these people, they want to be seen, right? Because this thing can move at any speed it wants to. It could easily move out of frame, or speed pi, but it's staying in frame for 2 minutes at least, until NASA finally cut it off. So that tells me this thing wants to be seen. Anyways, let's go to this article here. DARPA-funded researchers accidentally create the world's first warp bubble. Engage warp drive pioneer and former NASA warp drive specialist Dr. Harold G. Sonny White has reported the successful manifestation of an actual real-world warp bubble. And according to White, this first-of-its-kind breakthrough by his Limitless Space Institute team sets a new starting point for those trying to manufacture a full-size warp-capable spacecraft. To be clear, our finding is not a warp bubble analog. It is a real, albeit humble and tiny warp bubble, White told the debrief, quickly dispensing with the notion that this is anything other than the creation of an actual real-world warp bubble, hence the significance. Yeah, so this is going to allow us to travel faster than light, I believe. Because if I'm not mistaken, the way this concept worked is this machine, whatever, has the energy and power to constrict space in front of it and expand the space behind it, creating a wave, which essentially allows this object to surf through time-space. I think that's just a very rudimentary explanation. I'm sure you're going to have to read this to get more details about it. But I think, we're definitely on our way. And this is definitely, it's, again, they keep saying it's alien technology, but it's our neighbors. And I'm becoming more and more, or it's becoming more and more apparent to me that our military has been engaged in some type of cat and mouse game with our underwater neighbors for a very, very long time. A lot of these exercises that they claim are happening out in the middle of the ocean, I don't think they're all exercises. I think all Russia and China is also engaged in trying to, I don't know about making contact, but somehow acquiring, some of the technology that they've come across. Anyways, a link to this will be in the description. Let's go to this video here. I found this on Instagram. Check this out. Let me see, turn this up here.
Now it's responding to our conversation, guys. This is amazing, I'm telling you. It has an aura around this orb, a tail that's shaped like a V.
Yeah, this thing is not a meteorite, because a meteorite will definitely, be going in more of a downward trajectory because of gravity.
and it's very big, and it's orange, pinkish orange. It's still meandering down the length of my pond. I mean, this is incredible. This is something very touching, connected to your loss and your daughter. This very well could be a sign for you, Jim. This is amazing. I'm telling you, you're not going to believe this when I share it with you, David, both of you. We're talking amazing. I mean, I can't explain what I'm looking at right now. But I'm going to show you, Lord willing, this video. Oh, Lord, thank you, my Lord. Wow. Wow. Did you see it? Wow. You want to believe what I just filmed? It came straight at me and dipped down in the woods while I'm filming this huge orb.
Yes, that was obviously a meteor. Now this is not a meteor. That, you know what I mean? I mean, those two are not alike.
With the tail. This is amazing. You both are going to be blown away when you see this. Thank you, Lord, for this. And now I got an orb appeared above me, another one. This is crazy. My voice is shaking. It's turned and it's heading just above the trees now. This huge orb with a tail, huge tail.
Anyways, that's that. That's a pretty amazing footage there. Link will be in the description. Let's see. Yeah, it's a 20-minute video, but in this section they talk about this Eltanin antenna, which was discovered in the bottom of the Antarctic. Let me just play a little bit of this.
Geophysical ship tasked with exploring Antarctica and the waters surrounding it. In the next 2 years, the ship brought plenty of data previously unknown and shed much light on our knowledge of the region. There were, however, a few mysteries spotted at the bottom of the ocean. One of them was discovered on August 29, 1964, when the USNS Eltanin was photographing the ocean floor west of Cape Horn at a depth of almost 3 miles. What they discovered was astonishing. There, along the primarily bare bottom of the sea, they managed to take pictures of a bizarre structure standing in the middle of nowhere. The structure was very symmetrical, standing at 2 feet high, and had nodules, spokes, and protrusions ending in a spherical node. It resembled an antenna or some other kind of signal transmitter. When the New Zealand Herald first released the photographs on December 5, 1964, in an article titled Puzzle Picture from Seabed, scientists and researchers were immediately stunned. The article read, "The American research ship Eltanin sailed into Auckland yesterday with a mysterious photo taken at 2,250 fathoms, 1,000 miles west of Cape Horn. The photograph, which to a layman shows something like a complex radio aerial jutting out of the mud bottom, was taken on August 29th by a submarine camera." The ambiguous object was eagerly discussed and debated for years, and thus the mystery of the so-called Eltanin antenna was born. Many people believed it was an out-of-place artifact left from an ancient civilization that once occupied the ice-free realm.
Anyways, let me just go to where they talk about where, they're trying to say that it's this sponge here, but you can obviously see that this thing has rigidity to it. It's got structure to it. It's 90 degrees here on these angles. But anyways, I don't want to play too much more of this video. A link will be in the description. And last is this article here about a potentially hazardous asteroid worth nearly $5 billion. How do they come up with a $5 billion price tag on something that I guess they just recently learned about? But anyways, the asteroid is expected to pass by Earth without harm. A gigantic, potentially hazardous space rock bigger than the Eiffel Tower will enter Earth's orbital path on December 11th, according to NASA. The egg-shaped asteroid named 4660 Nereus is 1,082 feet, 330 meters long, and will break into Earth's orbit traveling at 14,700 miles per hour on Saturday, December 11th. Thankfully for all of our weekend plans, the asteroid is expected to skim past Earth at some distance without making impact, but it will still be closer to us than it has been in 20 years. Oh, I think this probably passes on several occasions. But, I've done a couple stories about asteroids passing by Earth recently. Kind of interesting. Anyways, that is going to be it for this video. If you like things like this, please give this video a thumbs up. Please share this video. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I'll have more things like this. Take care.